The great linguist Al-Farahidi said, ليس بعلم ما حوى القمطر ما العلم إلا ما حواه الصدر. True knowledge is not what the coffers contain. True knowledge is what the heart retains. Today our coffers are overflowing, our bookshelves are filled with books, and we have thousands more on our laptops and our phones. We might end up reading a few of these books, but how much of the knowledge contained in these books actually enter our heart and stay there? This is an important question that we need to ask ourselves. If you want knowledge to truly enter your heart, you need to change your perspective when it comes to reading and learning. We are eager to finish things. We want to read a book cover to cover. We want to finish the course that we are taking, the series of lectures we are listening to. And when we finish these, we feel good. We feel that we have achieved something. But in reality, we are fooling ourselves into thinking that we have learned this book or understood this lecture, when most of the knowledge that is contained within them escape us. So the main idea I want to share with you in this video is this. When we read or when we learn, our intention must be to extract the maximum value from this book and to attain the maximum benefit. This might mean that you have to read this book and reread it multiple times. This might mean that you take a longer time to finish each book. And this might mean that you end up reading a lesser number of books. But if you follow this approach, your ilm and your understanding will be far superior to someone who reads normally and finishes books. I have first-hand experience of this principle. When I started teaching Arabic, I had to go back to the beginner books. And I went through these books again and again with batch after batch. And I believe that I benefited from this process more than learning more advanced books. Because mastering the foundations is what gives you true mastery. And once you master the foundations, it becomes much easier to go further into this field that you're learning. And this is what Ibn al-Muqaffa meant when he says, "Utlub al-usula qabla al-fusul." Master the basics before the branches, or seek the foundations before the branches. And when we turn to the Salaf, we find that this was a principle that they applied. Sometimes they would go so far as to read the same book 1,000 times or more. And here are a few amazing anecdotes and stories that I want to share with you. Sheikh Abu Ghudda says in his book قيمة الزمن عند العلماء: وكان السلف يدرسون ويتلقون العلم طول النهار وقسطا كبيرا من الليل، وكان من جليل مزاياهم قراءة كتاب واحد مرات وكرات لإتقان الكتاب المقروء وضبطه وللتثبت في أمور العلم وأخذ الحيطة بشأنه. The early scholars would study and receive knowledge throughout the day and a considerable part of the night. One of their great virtues was that they read a single book over and over in order to master it thoroughly, grasp it precisely, verify matters of knowledge, and exercise due caution regarding. It is reported from Abu Ahmad ibn Tamim that they found written at the ends of some of the books of Abbas ibn Walid al-Farisi, درسته ألف مرة. I learned it 1,000 times. It is reported that Ibn Tabban learned the Mudawwana from Ibn Labbad and others around 1,000 times. Abu Bakr al-Abhari says, قرأت مختصر ابن عبد الحكم 500 مرة، والأسدية 70 مرة، والموطأ 45 مرة، والمختصر البرقي 70 مرة. Abu Ishaq al-Shirazi says, وكنت أعيد كل درس 1000 مرة، فإذا كان في المسألة بيت يستشهد به حفظت القصيدة كلها لأجله. In some lessons they would use lines of poetry as evidence for the language used or the meanings derived. If he found a line of poetry in one of his lessons, he would go back to the original poem and memorize it fully. And this was the amount of dedication that the Salaf had. قال إلكيا الهراسي كانت في مدرسة سرحنك بنيسابور قناة لها 70 درجة، وكنت إذا حفظت الدرس أنزل القناة وأعيد الدرس في كل درجة مرة في الصعود والنزول. وقال وكذا كنت أفعل في كل درس حفظته. He would repeat this lesson on each step of this staircase, and there were 70 steps. He would do this going up and again going down. These stories show us the extent of their dedication and sacrifice for ilm. If we are not able to follow their examples, then these stories should at least inspire us to make the best possible use of our time. وَالْوَقْتُ أَنْفَسُ مَا عُنِيتَ بِحِفْظِهِ وَأَرَاهُ أَسْهَلَ مَا عَلَيْكَ يَضِيعُ. Time is the most precious thing you can guard, and I see that it is the easiest thing to lose. And I will leave you with another 2 beautiful lines of poetry. إذا كان يؤذيك حر المصيف ويبس الخريف وبرد الشتاء ويلهيك حسن جمال الربيع فأخذك للعلم كل متى. Hope you enjoyed this. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.